like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to King Dolphin TV. I'm Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars series of books, and I'd like to welcome you all to the best pod in YouTube. I hope everybody is doing very well today and having a great week so far. As you can see, Big Week is continuing tonight.
Wait. Big week. Is that a fat joke?
No, it's not.
How many other fat guests you got on here? And who's bigger than me that I have to get a Thursday slot? I want to see your manager.
I'll let you talk to Sandra.
Oh, she already laughed when I called you out about being a liar. So sorry, back to your intro. I'll go to quiet.
Thank you. Big Week continues tonight. We're honored to have Justice Fat Segal, who you may also know him as Fat Steven Segal, join the pod. We're going to talk about his channel and what he does on YouTube.
Nothing.
But before we get started, if you are new here and like what we do here at King Dolphin TV, please like and subscribe. We are 13 away from 200. Let's get past that milestone. Now, before we give Mr. Segal our King Dolphin TV welcome, I'd like to welcome all the chat. But before that, we have a all call for the pod. Bunny Mama, she talked to me today. Another one of the bunnies is in need of assistance. She needs hip surgery. I'm going to post the link out here, and you know how we do it. If you can donate, please do. If you can't donate but want to help out, please put the link everywhere you can. Post it on Facebook, post it on Twitter, staple it to telephone poles, put it on your bunny rabbits to get the word out. It's really helping out what we do here. So let us welcome the chat. The best guys on YouTube, and get this interview going. First off, we'll start with the wrenches, guys who keep order in our crazy community. We have Legatus Legionii. We have John Rendell. We have Snorta Poopas! Q-Bar. And and hopefully we'll have some other wrenches on. I'd like to thank, even though she may not be on, my producer and the wrench wench, Sandra. Oh, yeah, she just waved. She's working on a project right now for her trip on Saturday. She's got a secret mission. So let us welcome the chatters. Andy Masterson is here. We have Arwen Avalon came in. I think she had to leave again. We have the amazing Fet for Hire. Always a pleasure, my friend. We have, I said Andy Masterson. And we also have Carla Burton. Come on. So, welcome all. Welcome to the chat. And it looks like Snorter Poopus already knows you.
He does.
Came up, yeah. He came up with he says, oh, and thus it begins.
Thank you, Snort.
And thus it begins.
Okay.
Yeah. So, how we're going to do this, and we are streaming from a stadium arena. We're all doing the wave. I don't know. I might have some background noise, but I don't know. Are there problems with the sound? Anybody?
You seem fine to me.
Okay. All right. I like that picture, just a Segal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So how we're going to do this is I'll ask a few questions, let everybody know what you're about, and then I stick the chat on you.
Okay.
All right. So where are you from without doxing you? And tell us a little bit about yourself outside of your channel.
Well, most people know me as Fat Fat Steven Segal, aka when I first came around was Fat Steven Segal beat up Ryan Johnson, but type of that name is very long, and eventually people kept requesting me to beat up new people every week, and I didn't want the joke to die, so the name changed over time because I beat up a lot of people. I think there was Pablo Hidalgo, Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, and a bunch of others, and it evolved over time like we all do. We all evolve and change ourselves, and I try to keep the same name while, I don't know, just you can't be a one-trick pony on YouTube. As soon as you become a one-trick pony, whether it's your content or your identity, you get stuck in a lane that it's very hard to get out of. That's true. Very true. And I'm from Canada. Please help me.
Oh yeah, we'll send the secret. We'll send the commando team to get you out of there. So tell us a little bit about your channel, or a lot of bit of the channel.
Well, where to begin? I've been on YouTube. I think I'm in my third year. I started coming in here when the lockdowns happened, starting in 2020. Everyone has their own story of what they've lost, what they've gained, thanks to the YouTube community, neighborhood, fellowship, however you want to call it. Whether it's Valhalla or I can never remember the name of Dooms, and I feel bad for that. Pretty much wherever there's a similar voice or people are having the similar issues when it comes to pop culture or anything, they have found a place to live. Yeah. But with that, I found a way of finding myself and people in the same time. My channel is mostly live streams. We used to do a Babylon 5 show, but one of our panelists had to deal with family issues, so we will start that up as soon as we can. It's not over yet. I co-host with the Lunch Table with Lorena Creole. That's been going on almost 2 years, I believe, or so. We're on summer vacation right now. I got adapted into as a co-host for Pop Culture Minefield for if anyone knows Gary and Keith. Those are great guys. I get to play games. I get to play with people that want to play with, and I get to stream and do it. Pretty much the dedication was to have fun and meet people in general, because my social life, especially since 2020, has been more of I can't stand the real people anymore. You know, like I can't. It's funny because before 2020, I am on a disability program up here because of my last work. My work that injured me was I was a bike messenger in a downtown city. During those 6 to 9 years, however you want to look at it, I've had 16 separate drivers not pay attention and either hit me or run me over.
Oh
So
man.
the last guy that hit me, everyone's heard this story. He opened his door in oncoming traffic at a 9 a.m. on a Friday, and I was pedaling to get my first package, and I was going so fast that not only did I rip the driver's side door hinges, I went over the door with my bike about 30 feet in the air and landed chin first on a manhole cover, ripped it down to the bone, herniated my spine, and that was the cause of my chronic migraines. So
Oh man.
eventually I had to go to disability. From there, I was like, I'm going stir crazy. I got to find part-time work. And during the time I was a Funko Pop collector. People mocked the Funko Pops, especially Klobby. Oh, I'll burn them all. That's great. But because of those, that's how I got back into my love of comic books and spending like hours at a con, going through long boxes, looking for the issues I want, and developing back into the stuff I used to love as a kid.
Yeah.
Then 2020 came, and I started working at Hot Topic. You can laugh at it. I have a network engineering degree, but I preferred Hot Topic because it was stuff I knew stuff about that I cared about, and I could sell it on other people. That's right. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Lockdowns happened. I was then in everything happened. Everyone knows what happened with their different things, where you have the subsidiary fees coming in, all that stuff coming in, yada, yada, yada. Eventually, they laid me off by email, made me sign an NDA, or wouldn't get my vacation pay. And from that point, I dedicated making my channel my next job. And I got monetized under a year. I got monetized under a year on Twitch. I opened the Teespring store. I had a great community doing just Fortnite streams. Please don't judge me. Please don't chat. Don't leave because I said Fortnite. Okay, don't leave. Like I have a great like, all that stuff, but it's like I put my mind to it and I accomplished it, and because of that, it also increased my inability to deal with people on a social level, because that's what Hot Topic did. It was forcing you to deal with people in a real life environment. Now I can't stand in line in a convenience store without having a panic attack, because it was a degradation as well as a success. So my channel is pretty much gaming, because gaming is a social aspect where you're able to sit down, escape for a while playing a game, yell at your friends, and have a good time. I motor mouth, so you're gonna have to tell me to shut up eventually.
Oh no, that's fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
It's giving me a connecting issue, and I'm like, okay, what are you doing, StreamYards?
Okay, it's fork knife, says Andy Masterson. I'm not going to argue with Andy until I get my figure. You can make him thin. But yeah, that's it. So it's been gaming. And then for those that know what happened recently in this year, I know you're not a political channel, so I won't dive into it. Around, I think, February, stuff happened up in Canada with Ottawa. I started covering that. I was almost doing anywhere from 8 to 16-hour live streams.
Wow.
Covering every streamer that was down there, political article, whether it was our parliament, whether it was the city's tribunal, all that stuff. And that eventually led to my demonetization, and it embarrassed the crap out of me for the work I put in. And it's been a few months battle since then, and I just got remonetized last Monday, and I went back to gaming, and I've still been doing gaming, and it's been a change, because I've had some sponsors reached out, like energy drink powders, game companies for Android and Apple, and I'm testing other games and stuck under embargo. So it's been kind of like I hit rock bottom. I'm still trying to get out of that rock bottom, but it's opened my eyes to a lot of things that I don't need to put energy into. Sorry, that's pretty much a summary.
Okay. But I guess looks like you found your niches, and you've been successful in those niches.
I wouldn't call it successful. I would call it I lucked out.
Okay.
Because as much as we go through life, you can even admit this because you are an author, right? We are our own worst critics, especially when you're working on a chapter that doesn't seem to work for you. So for me, it's not only trying to find my voice, it's trying to find the people that can hear my voice. And when you're on a platform like YouTube, you're battling a million other people doing the same thing.
Right.
It's hard.
Yeah. That was one of my people have heard this story ad nauseum, but that was one of my biggest things when I decided I wanted to do with channels. Do I want to be do I want to be just another fish in the pop culture pond, or do I want to do different things? And I decided to go on a different route. And it seems to be working for me, just slowly.
Yeah, it's all a pace. It's never a quick road. It's always going to take time.
Yeah.
So.
Fortunately, I'm a patient person, and I don't have the desire to monetize. Maybe if and when I decide to retire, maybe. Yeah, I'm that old. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's put it this way. When I told you about the last guy the guy who hit me with the car, right?
Yeah.
He herniated my spine so bad that I've seen a few neurosurgeons over the years that they won't touch me because there's a 98 to 99% chance they'll paralyze me from the waist down. So you take what you get, you do what you do for fun, and you don't let little things stop you. And I'm even a hypocrite saying that because I've had moments, as well as other people, where you try not to let things phase you, but eventually it builds up inside you, because not only do you not know who to turn to talk it out and vent, you don't know if that person or persons you talk to and vent to are going to be the next people who cause that whisper network that can destroy you within an hour. And it is a harsh reality. Trust is one of the biggest things next to loyalty that I hold to myself. I hold to other people, and that expectation is also my downfall, because everyone expects people to be treated exactly the way they treat them.
Right.
But we're also human. We're going to mess up.
Yeah.
YouTube, especially because everyone's watching, it's on there forever.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I do talk quite a bit.
No, you're fine. You are absolutely fine. Right now, I'd like to welcome Alenrod, Lord Thoth. He's come on. Another refugee from the Geek Gang. We have War Monkey, a new person. Welcome, Mr. War Monkey. And we have the lovely Sherry. And Matt G. Wow. We're getting a crowd.
I tweeted you out. Matt G is one of those people that if he's in your chat, he's one of those loyal ones. No matter where he goes, he will promote things. He will share out links, and he is one of those mods in general that if he's there, you know it's going to be something fun because he's that dedicated.
Oh yeah, I like Matt G.
I might not be in the chat to talk, Matt, but I do watch certain streams, and I know how busy you can get, bro. I know. I lurk quite a bit.
How you doing, Matt G? Snorta Poopa says, I'm just here to learn things and meet people I'd like to have for lunch or have over for lunch.
Thank God I don't taste like tuna.
Yeah. Or seal.
No, I can't sing Kiss from a Rose at all. No.
And Andy Masterson says, King Dolphin TV is a patient. His wife is a nurse. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She's no longer working on the floor. She's working as a contract manager.
That's not bad. Yeah. Better money, less hours.
That's true. Normal hours. Very normal hours. Don't have to worry about the long hours, etc. The night shift. Lenrod says, I feel like people would taste lousy anyway. One thing you will find out, Steven, if you look at our chats, you will see 90% of the time the talk will become food related.
That's cool. I love food. I love making random recipes. I'm good like that. Yeah.
Okay, so you've done Babylon 5, you do Fortnite.
I do a lot of games, honestly, and the best thing about Babylon 5 is we actually had the actress Lita, who was also a stunt double for Beverly Crusher, as well as Kira Nerys. We've had her on a couple times. Babylon 5, and I did that with Keith. I started it with Keith from Pop Culture Minefield, and that's the reason why I haven't continued it, because I can't continue something that I started with someone else if they can't be there. So it's on hiatus. It's cool. Yeah.
That brings me to the next question. So, is it a one-man show with you, or do you have anyone else? Yeah, you have a crew.
When it comes to gaming, if it's a one-person show, yeah, it's pretty much me. If it's something that everyone can play, that's cross-platform, that's why I focus on games like Fortnite, because it's free. Everyone can play it on any platform and play together and talk. Like I used to run 16-person lobbies. Okay, so that would be 4-person in, 4-person out, 4-person in, 4-person out, and then they did an update and it messed everything up. And my chat keeps calling me Big Daddy Fortnite, and I keep blocking them from my channel. But for me, I'm doing Cyberpunk 2077. I completed. I just do a lot of it. I like gaming. I like that storytelling. If it grabs you, you're going to finish it through. If I can't find a good book, guess what? All my books are being destroyed by mainstream. So I'm gonna go into gaming, because as much as they're trying to infuse this socio-political nonsense and stuff, gaming, at least I know if I see, like, let's say an SJW on the street holding a billboard and I can shoot them, I'm gonna shoot them, because it's part of the quest. It's just life is too short to try to do everything. But since I love gaming, like, honestly, if I had the ability and a camera and the money, I'd be doing Lego sets, building those live. I don't care. I loved Lego as a kid. I love Transformers. I love, like, collectibles. I like ordering stuff on Wish and hoping it comes in one piece. I like that stuff because it's something I can display. My room, if I had the balls to show it, is like comic books on all the walls. I have like over 400 pop figures I used to collect since 2012. I've sold a bunch of them because I need to. Like, I'm a kid. I'm always going to be a kid. Yeah, that's it. I'm always going to be a kid.
Yeah. Do you have? I'd like to see your one day. We'd have to have you on and show us your collection. Yeah. I used to have, way back when, I think in the 80s and 90s, I had the old school Transformers.
Yep.
And oh my God, during so many moves between now and then, it's just like I'm weeping because they're all missing.
Yeah, I can share some stuff from my Instagram. Like, I have a bunch of stuff. Like, I'll just put up there. That's when we had Lita on. So if you know who she is now.
Yeah, I know her.
She was Barbara in Walking Dead as well. Not Walking Dead. Sorry, Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, she was one of the Cyforce.
Oops, wrong one. Wait, I had memes up there. Sorry. Oh my God, hold on. Let me get done. But yeah, like this is like how they hang on my wall. These are Wish, Venom, and Carnage. Like, I have more Optimus Primes, but yeah. God damn it. Gosh darn it. But you got things like this. So these go 3 layers deep.
Oh my goodness.
This is the wall in front of behind my monitors.
Wow.
I have statues.
Oh, I love that Phoenix. That Phoenix is man.
This one's pretty cool. That one's a Comic-Con collectible, but you can get a smaller anime one from Wish, and it came through. I do love the Phoenix. I do have the Gary Busey Aunt May. I like screwing around with LED kits and putting them in the back of boxes, because if you don't take them out of the boxes and they're see-through, you can turn them into a display pretty easily.
Yeah. Nice.
People like, oh, Funkos are like fake collectors. True, but it had an alternate thing for me. Funko Pop collectors are like Hot Wheel collectors. They're that toxic and that obsessed. The guy will come to my house and pick up 11 Chase variants and drop $2,500 cash in my hand. I'm not going to argue.
Ooh, no, you're not.
I'm not going to argue that people are saying like it might be fake, but the whole collector's market, especially the secondary market for Funko, I have, like I said, 300 to 400 pops in here from 2012. I have stuff that's not made anymore. Like, there's 10 grand sitting here, and I have to eventually get rid of them. That was one of the things. I couldn't get rid of them when I was working at Hot Topic. It was one of the rules because they sold Funko, right? That's probably much also the downfall of Hot Topic is you weren't allowed selling stuff of your collection, even if you owned it before you became an employee. So comic books, I used to go to cons, and I have a bunch of Stan Lee pops. Like, I used to do the Marvel Collector Corps. I used to go out riding and take pictures with a couple of them and do stuff like that.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, the Clark Kent.
Yeah, Clark Kent's cool. Oh, this may get me looking at Funko Pops.
I collect.
Oh, that Space Ghost is awesome.
My neighbor, before he moved out, gave me this lava lamp from Simpsons.
Wow.
I whatever I like, I would get, and I try to surround myself, not because I don't want to grow up. It's because I'd rather look at this than look at what's happening now that we see on all these channels. Whether you're big or small, you don't need a shout out to make your voice heard. It's the fact that the pop culture war is not ever going to end. The problem is you're battling the corporations who are hiding behind a shield of the 1% nut jobs who want their own individuality that's to be the most specialist thing in the universe without even fucking. Ooh, sorry, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Without working for it. That is the one thing I put passion in, and people think I'm angry about. No, it's passion. I was homeless at 16, right? I went from shelter to shelter to shelter. I then eventually got into couriering, and from couriering, I found my own place to live. And then I got in a 6-year really bad relationship that I will get into a story one day when someone wants to interview about that. Because I was the Johnny Depp in that relationship. I'll put it that way. But you don't realize, a lot of people don't realize, and the ones that do understand this, you don't realize how good you have it until you have nothing. Until you're looking at a garbage can and there's a half-eaten burger there, and you're going, I am that hungry. It gets to that point. And I'd rather look at this stuff. I would rather surround myself in this stuff, because not only is it a childhood I missed out on because of how young I was, but it's because it's something that reminds me of the year of when things were still good. It wasn't thrown in my face. It wasn't destroyed by billboards. And because I come from a guy who's on disability, right, we get those same things with the way where however you look at your government or whatever like that, like the way you're posterized, you're billboarded for a week or a month, buy a red t-shirt, support them, and then you're back to being the garbage under the table. And I would rather look at this. And yeah, Funko might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I wouldn't get back into comic books. I wouldn't have got back into like watching all the cartoons again, going back into things I forgot. And this is like a chronological order. Like I think I have every one of the sketch covers. They're not all like this. I have all of these. I have all the ones with the pencil crayons. There's Swamp Thing. There was a lot of good ones. Like I went out looking for Pops, and I ended up getting the second appearance of Carnage.
Wow.
Then I found the Marvel couples right there with Cyclops and Jean Grey. And I don't open these things. Like there's my piggy bank.
Oh, I love your Infinity Glove.
Yeah. There's the sketch. I think these are the covers you can actually color in yourself. I think these are pretty cool. You could get the pencil crayons that came with these, but if you colored them in, you can send them off and get them graded because you were the actual colorist for the cover.
Nice.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but yeah.
Nice. All right.
Sorry, I talked too much.
Oh, that's okay. What do you have you sound like a person that really doesn't have any taboos in your stream, but if you do, what would they be?
What do you mean taboos?
Subjects you won't discuss.
Oh, actually, there's the house rule. Respect the panel, respect the chat, respect my mods. I don't come over to your house and crap on your carpet. Why the hell are you crapping on mine?
Sure.
And that's pretty much the only taboos. That, and there's been a couple instances where people have said things or have insinuated things where not only do I end the stream and or debate deleting it, I cut them off completely. And that's only happened maybe once or twice.
Wow.
I have an open forum on my channel. You just come and chat. Just come say, hey, you might not like the game, but you get to talk with people and actually get to see what's actually going on. Because rather than hear the hearsay of everything, you're actually going to see why people are doing it. I don't want to sound like a preacher. I'm not a preacher.
No. It actually sounds like you think we kind of think almost alike, as long as you're having fun and respect each other and respect me, what I'm doing here. Have a good time. And there's the other rules, but yeah.
Listen to who I am. Don't tell me who you think I am.
Exactly. All right. So let us.
Hey, Atlantean, and you got a bunch of people in there. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I think we will start with the people starting to talk. Legatus's nephew loves Fortnite.
Good. Tell him to use my creator code, Fat-Steven Segal. All one word. You don't forget the dash in there.
Okay. I'm going to put it in. Hold on. No, I won't. I won't put it in.
It's a grifter thing. I was just kidding. Yeah, but yeah, that's their thing. I never thought I'd get a code for Epic Store. That's hilarious.
Oh,
So I just, yeah.
well,
You don't have to, but yeah, there's a lot of people here. Like, there's a lot of people in our community that actually play this game now because they've seen us play it for so long. Not you're not.
I'm going to go through the questions or catch us up on the questions, and then I'm going to ask you what the heck Fortnite is.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let's. I know there's questions here. Wrong think is not allowed by certain groups. Yeah, sadly.
I agree with that, but it's worse when you have people in your own groups trying to gatekeep other people out because they have a bias rather than just let their personal feelings go and, like the workplace, leave it at the door. And when that starts happening, you're costing not only the person you think you're protecting, you're costing yourself respect. And I don't like those people.
Yeah. Okay. Question from our own Legatus Legion I. What gaming platform do you use the most?
I started out on PS4 Pro. I have the PC, Xbox Game Pass. I am also now using GeForce Now, which is a cloud-based streaming service of your library, which is very, very recommended. Steam, Epic, anything that doesn't blow up the computer, but it's PS4, but I've done more PC lately. I've been getting the PC, especially with GeForce Now, being able to do a lot more games without burning out my hardware.
That's it. So it is kind of going back to the old school doing games on the computer.
Well, that's just it. GeForce, you're pretty much accessing the library you already have, right? So if it's in GeForce Now, I'm using a high-end computer from another location, and it's cloud streaming it right to me, and I can use RTX and ray tracing and all that stuff, so I can have the best quality ever.
Yeah. Snort puts on the Moochie Bear face. Okay, here's another one. Comics, Marvel, DC, or independent? Favorite superhero?
That depends on the year. I am a Spider-Man fanboy through and through. That's the one pop collection I'll never get rid of. McFarlane's Spawn is great, especially with some of the variant covers. Fox Kids Spider-Man was and how we got ripped off with the ending of Peter and Madam Web looking for Mary Jane, but never getting a follow-up. X-Men 90s was my stuff. Anime. I do love Spider-Man for some reason because I was that dork quiet kid in school. So yeah, I was like, I wish I had the web crawler to get away from the bullies waiting for me outside. The bell's about to ring. I gotta go home and not get beat up. Yeah. But Spider-Man, honestly, Phoenix Saga, I love Phoenix. Spider-Gwen, I don't care, is one of the sexiest new heroes ever. And I love Gwen Stacy, so deal with it. And like everything, if it grabs my attention, I will like it. Even Invincible, I like right now. Rippaverse, yes. Thanks to one of the people in my chat, one of my supporters, they donated the money so I could actually order one of the copies. So I got cover C. I don't automatically go look for the woke. I don't automatically look for the broke. I try to see whether or not it can entertain me and whether the entertainment outweighs the values or the insertions or the immortality crap they try to throw at us. If it outweighs it, I can enjoy it. Life's too short to hate everything. It's just, Spider-Man. Spider-Gwen's the sexiest. I don't care. Black Cat too. I don't care.
Oh, I love Black Cat.
I even like Captain Power. The Soldiers of the Future. Captain Power was one of these older shows, right, where the toys would actually interact with the outro and even during the show, right? So they had a special light that would blink on the TV show.
And
like the Nintendo gun, right? When you're playing Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Let's see. Andy Masterson says 1/6 scale is addictive but a better high.
I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I can't.
Lorthoff still has his. I don't like you, Lorthoff. Mine disappeared. I had Headmasters. I had a Power Master Optimus Prime that for the life of me I can't find.
Daryl sent me the talking one from the 90s. And there goes Carnage off the ground because I'm playing with my toys. But yeah, I have like even the Wish Optimus Prime. I like the original Optimus Prime. Gen 1 is one of the best. I also like Beast Wars, but I don't like the character model for a toy.
Let's see. Snorter Poopa says you are a man of many memes.
Yes, that's I think how I actually. Yeah, I remember that. I still do it.
Lenrod says Venom looks like he's trying to touch her bum.
Mm-hmm.
And the lovely Sherry has Funko Pops. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anti-derivative Jill, hello, Jill, is listening but driving.
Okay. Yeah. I think Lenron has a question.
Who? Yeah, I'm going through the...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm getting past the Cocoa Puffs. Andy Masterson, kids, his adult kids love Funkos.
Mm-hmm. I know they're soulless. I know they stare at you at your sleep. I know all that.
My Carla Burton too. Let's see.
But hey, if you're going to judge me on how many Funko Pops I have, then
so Amber is not. No, Andy. Oh, hello, the Atlantean. Hello.
A friend of mine. Very nice.
Oh.
Very ragey.
He's going to have a part in the new Wakanda movie.
Who is?
The Atlantean, actually Namor.
Name Meximore or Aztec More? The mixture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's Lenrod asks, ever play any StarCraft or StarCraft 2?
I play a lot of StarCraft 1. I like the custom maps. I played the whole... Yeah, I played StarCraft 1 a lot. Diablo, I played a lot of... I used to play a lot of games like that. I haven't played StarCraft 2, no.
Atlantean says we need more Fortnite. Okay, this is a good time for me to ask. What is Fortnite?
Fortnite was a game released in 2017 that had a Founders Edition that started off as a tower defense building third-person shooter.
Okay.
Then they released their Battle Royale, which was a free-to-play. You survive the storm while taking enemy opponents trying to be number one. And it was cross-platform, cross-talk, so anyone on pretty much any system could talk, play, even phone now, and play with their friends and just shoot the crap.
Okay. Is it using modern weaponry, or is it using...
The weaponry changes each season, and they add stuff throughout the chapters as well. So, they use anything like from AUGs, AUGs, SMGs. There's like buzzsaw cannons, teleport rip. There's so much. But yes, shotguns, all that stuff.
Okay. Snorter Poopa says, I'm not much into online gaming, but I enjoy listening to Steven and the gang yelling at each other, and his comments to trolls is priceless.
I could not quote any of that stuff on your channel at all. That's a swearing question.
Well, maybe I have to check that out. Lenron asks, any old school gaming, like Atari, NES, Genesis?
I don't own any of them. I did sell. I think someone in the community, my my NES Mini because I never opened it or played with it. I just no, it's not true. I opened it to look at it to see if all the parts were there. Never touched it. I have played SNES. Secret of Mana is pretty much one of my favorites. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, okay. I still like Secret of Mana. Chrono Trigger, any of the Final Fantasy, especially 3 or 6 because of the US. Yeah, I have been playing a lot of games a lot of my life. Atari, a little bit, but nothing too great. TurboGrafx 16, Bonk's Adventure is still one of my memorable games. Game Gear, PSP, I've played a lot.
Okay. War Monkey says, Stanley, you got to like that Avatar, War Monkey. Stanley got to meet Spider-Man in the real world in that finale. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they also had to bring in the Peter Parker from a universe where he was just an actor. And they also brought in Uncle Ben. And then it ended with them trying to find Mary Jane, which every kid was like, all right, we're going to get the love story ending. And they didn't.
Those Transformers were spectacular.
Yeah.
I wish I could have gotten that. I wish I could have gotten an old school Megatron, which we can never get now. They'll never make it the same.
No, you might not, but check out Wish because they still have the Gen 1 Megatrons that turns into the guns still. I still like pros on there.
It's Wish? You said it's Wish?
Yeah, Wish. It's like, yeah.
Okay. Andy Masterson says, no shame. Like what you like. Of course.
Thank you. There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Man, we've got the Comic Relief Crusader. Hello, sir. Hope all is well, sir. Okay. Oh, now we know who favorite Fishman Legatus likes. Arthur Curry is the king of Atlantis, not this Namhu pretender.
Submariner?
Yeah.
Well, it's MCU, right? They got to change everything 25% because the estates are still trying to sue them or take stuff back. That's why the countersuit, I think, came out. Not so they can win, but so they can keep them tied up in court and keep the properties going like a Mickey Mouse. I could be wrong on how I'm describing that, though.
Yeah, that's one thing. People ask me about putting my stuff out into the screen, and I'm saying if I do it, it's going to be independent. I am not letting that mouse take anything that belongs to me.
Okay.
And because I got the feeling they would do bad, nasty things to my characters.
But they are. That's the problem. They are, though. That's it. They're changing it, and then they make it something it's not.
Exactly.
Thor and Love and Thunder was a prime example of not respecting the character you already built and making him look like a troglodyte.
Yeah. Well, just looking at Thor in Endgame really turned me off on what they were doing with that character. So I had no interest of looking at Love and Thunder. Let's see. War Monkey says, we were just speaking of Transformers and the Crusader comes up. I wonder how that happens. He must be psychically linked to any Transformer conversation. Not going to comment on touching bums because I'm a good bear. Good bear. And let's see. Yeah, Namor. My namesake has nothing related to him or the underwater people. LOL. It's completely unrelated. Okay. Let's see. War Monkey says he had a Game Gear. I remember the Game Gears. I have still downstairs. Oh, gosh. I have a Sega, the portable Sega one
Game Gear.
Game Gear. I still have that downstairs. I liked playing their Madden. I think I got to pull it out and see if it works still. I have 5 or 6 Game Gears in a box, all for parts. Hello, Jack Lumen. Hello, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. All right. Oh, what's going on, comic? Probably the issues that you're dealing with right now. Well, this won't be the last chat, and that you come on Saturday, ladies' night. Ooh, sigh. I would sing ladies' night, but I've already been told not to quit my day job.
Oh yeah, they have the Nomad as well.
The Nomad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Read your spotlight. I must be a bad bear, but I'm Simmy's good bear. Okay. Let's see. The Game Gear and the Nomad. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. We're still talking about soft tacos out there. I gotta show you this.
Sure. Don't feel. Hopefully, I'm not being intimidating at all, because it's not the impression. You can just, if you want something to ask, just ask it. I'll try and answer it.
Oh, no problem. No, I'm just. Did you ever try the Commodore 64?
Not that old, but I know about Space Grover.
Oh, man. I guess I'm dating myself by saying 64. And mine wasn't even a brand new one. It was a secondhand that I bought and still worked up until the point I got rid of it. All right. It's so hot, but I don't know if you can fry an egg on the asphalt yet. Yet I was definitely baking earlier. Here we go. Lenrod loves the Nomad. I modded mine into oblivion. Internal battery, modern RGB, LCD, region free. Oh, yeah. What is the Nomad?
It's one of their other handhelds.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I ever got that one.
Yeah.
This
is dating me. I know the older stuff. I don't know much of the newer stuff.
I think it was a handheld. You could pretty much push the full size Sega Genesis cartridges into and play it in handheld, and it had a 6-inch screen.
Okay. Hello, Maddie's daddy. Welcome to the chat. Okay, Legata says, peek. Come on, guys, ask questions.
Please.
Yes. He's a busy man. He's got lots of stuff going on.
I'm so busy.
Lots of ventures. He's got lots of ventures here that he needs to take care of. And
yeah, like ordering
let's ask
Uber
questions.
Eats. Yeah, okay. 3.5 screen, my bad.
Peek and poke commands and the dreaded tape. Hope you did not record over the code of another program. Oh, okay. Let's see. 3.5 screen. I actually had the little magnifier that if you look at, it looks like kind of the sensor from Star Trek that you could look in and see the little things come out at you. Like I said, I got to give it a try, see if it still works. Their football game was outstanding. Lenrod asks, do you do any Mario Party streams?
I do not own Mario Party, but I have Mario Kart and a Switch.
Oh, okay.
Just haven't found any people that do that. Favorite Spidey arc? Are we talking comic book or cartoon? Because Sinister Six is still good. The Clone Saga is still good. The one book series I have to reread again is Spider-Man. I think it's called The Lost Years. Those are pretty good. Most people haven't read those. Anything to do with the Venom arc, especially not the ones from the movie, not that third trash movie, not that one with that 70s Venom, not that one. But any of the team ups he did too, especially in the Fox cartoons with Fantastic Four, Daredevil against Chameleon, the Spider robots, these like the Spider Assassin robots. Scarlet Spider is pretty much my second favorite. The Ben Reilly ones, I like that stuff. But I think Venom is pretty much my favorite arc next to the Green Goblin with Norman Osborn.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be the symbiotes. The symbiotes were cool. I love it. If I want something that's to look at, it's still Spider-Gwen. I don't care. I don't care. It's like kryptonite for me. Like, I think if it's another arc, the Death of Superman I still enjoyed. The Reign of Superman I still enjoyed. I like seeing all the different variants.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, there's just so much. Looking at my wall, Phoenix Saga. I love Cable. I just wish in the show they actually figured out that Cable was I think it was Scott's son. Meanwhile, the Starjammers leader was Scott's dad. There was so much there. Apocalypse was pretty cool. There's so much, and now there's nothing because it's all rehashed crap.
It's like wrestling. The hour or the shows on TV are merely infomercials for their pay-per-views. That's just like these comics. They're the single issues are infomercials for the big events that are going to get you graphic novels or sell movies.
I haven't touched a comic book or been to a con since, and there's back issues, as Nerdrotic says, is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like modern comics anymore. Not even the covers sell me. It's like $7 toilet paper, but I know my ass is worth more. It's sad because you're printing all this crap and no one wants to read it.
Yeah. Manny's Daddy, we're talking to Justice Fat Segal, and we're talking about gaming, we're talking about his channel, we're talking about comics. We're just going all over the place. So if there's something you wanna ask, please do. Here's a good one from Carla Burton. How do you get comfortable sitting at computers and stream with all that back pain?
To be honest, the only time I'm really not in pain is when I'm sitting. That's why I was able to ride even with the spine issues. Getting out of bed, it's a fight. Getting dressed, standing in the shower, even doing like washing the dishes before you put them in the dishwasher, I can do about maybe 10-15 minutes, and then it's downhill. I've tried to get in the routine of going downstairs in the morning with my coffee and walking around my building once and trying to push it twice. I'll be honest, this is probably a little bit more human. Maybe people understand this a little bit more. I don't like being on disability. I find it like an overglorified disability, an overglorified welfare system of social assistance.
Mm-hmm.
But without it, I wouldn't be able to pay rent, and I'd be putting my dad in because I live with my dad, right? Because I can't afford to live on my own. And the best thing about this is, for those who remember, what was it, last year during the beginning of the year, my dad went to the washroom, and then all of a sudden he couldn't move. He couldn't stand up. I had to get an ambulance in here, and he was taken away. And because of the rules going on, I couldn't visit the hospital. So it was pretty much waiting to hear how it was going down. It pretty much put my life in a reality check of what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to my pain, I do the bare minimum, or not the bare minimum, but the bare most I can at the minimum expense to my back. I've gained a little bit of weight because of doing the streaming stuff. I don't like it. I constantly try to adapt. Getting out of a bed, cleaning my room, it's brutal. It's also embarrassing because if I ever wanted to go on camera, I wouldn't. It's not easy. I wake up and there's days where this pain feels like if I ever got in a serious relationship, it'd feel like it'd be another kid they'd be taken care of. Our worst critics, as I said earlier. It's not easy. I don't use medication for pain unless it's like an Advil here or there. I have for my migraines. That's it, because my migraines I can last up to 72 hours and I lose 3 days. There's only one medication that works for it. The fact, but that's not the worst of it. The biggest battle when it comes to stuff like a herniated spine or pain that people can't see is trying to prove that the pain that they can't see is there.
Yeah.
And I used to be a cyclist. I was doing 8-9 hour day cycling, and even when I wasn't working, I was still cycling on the weekend because I just popped on music. I loved music, and I would just ride. I was a huge in electronic music. I still am. I love electronic music. I can't get enough of it. I used to do mashes and remixes just for myself. I used to DJ at raves. I used to work at nightclubs. Like as a busser. I've been everywhere I've wanted to get myself into, but the pain physically, I can manage. I think there's a worse pain where putting trust and reliability on someone else to not use as a weapon to slap you in the face with it later, or to say you're lying, or it's all made up for a sob story, or whether or not you're just trying to grift money out of people because you're just everyone's going to get it as you become a larger chance. It's not this thing. It falls under the pretenses of the character. You know who you are, and the character people are trying to put you as. And that kind of gatekeeping harassment is stuff I've dealt with for 3 years with being a streamer. I just don't talk about it. I don't. But I deal with it. A, because I got my dad here. My other brothers won't be here to take. They weren't even around. They weren't even around when he went to the hospital. They didn't even ask if I needed any help, and it was when he was in the hospital. I'm like, that's cool, because they forgot that my spine's herniated, even though they were there when I was getting the procedures of checking up with neurosurgeons. It's physical pain is easier to manage than emotional and mental.
That is true. Let us go on. You sell items like your POG example. Is there a site where you list what is available? And do you sell more than one pod? Whatever pod is.
You talk about pops, right? Yeah, if you're looking for something, put a list up and I'll tell you what I have. It'll be a secondary market. The more you get, the more I'll put a discount on. But just tell me what you're looking for. And I like I told you, I got stuff everywhere. Like I have the original first releases of the He-Mans. The Stan Lees are not for sales unless it's things like there's everything from Marvel, DC, horror films. There's everything. Like I've been collecting since the first Marvel Collector Corps before Amazon bought it. So just find out what you're looking for. I'm on Pop Price Guide, but I haven't really updated it recently, just because they've changed the whole UI. Just hit me up if you're looking for something. My YouTube page has an email there. But yeah, just hit me up.
Okay. John Randall asked, do you feel that gaming has taken over from traditional TV in the last few years?
No, I think traditional TV is dying because you're waiting for the commercials to end. It's the same with streaming. Streaming, it created the binge model, but it also created a spoiled, entitled model. I can watch this all right now and then get that endorphin or dopamine fix for the next hour or so. But then I'm left for the rest of the week figuring out what to watch next. TV, they already have been doing that. And it's how you look at how YouTube content and how the minds and the age gap is. I can either watch 80 TikTok videos and get a whole bunch of entertainment, or I can sit there and watch one 10-minute video and get hopefully the same type of feel. I think TV is dying in general. I haven't turned on my TV in about 3 years. I don't watch news anymore, not even weather. It's just a dying generation of technology.
Yeah. I think YouTube is really taking over things for good or bad. Snort asks, when you going to run for PM of Canada? Oh, wait. Never mind. Is there another game you're planning on doing? Snort tried to skirt the rules.
Yeah, I'm still doing Cyberpunk. We did our first game in a month of FN. I'm under embargoes for certain games, so I'm waiting for those to lift. When I get the keys, okay. I'm doing whatever I want. I want to try something new. So just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Cyberpunk I'm having fun with. I get to play a game with the guy with Keanu Reeves. It's as much as people are all crapping on it, they feel like they got ripped off at the end of the day. I'm enjoying the experience because it's there to enjoy. They've changed and fixed a lot. Avengers if I want to torture myself. Dead Space if I want some horror. There's so much I can't narrow it down. But yeah.
Okay. Legatus, you know better than this. Kitty table.
What? Selfie.
Selfie.
Oh, Pee-wee. Oh, Pee-wee Herman. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Pee-wee Herman, is that?
Yeah, there's a meme going around of him dressed like Pee-wee Herman.
Okay, I'll let that go. Legatus. Frankly, because I don't like him either, but that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
And YouTube, he's Canadian, I'm American, so I could say that.
Sure you can.
Yeah. Let's see. Lenrod had the stream crash on him. Uh-oh. Let's see. Lenrod needs some reading material. Any recommended novels omnibus?
Honestly, I wouldn't say comic omnibuses, but I guess the one thing I do know is great is the Green Arrow and Green Lantern omnibus. That whole thing is good. For me, I would go back to the original Wheel of Time, any of the Babylon 5 books. Sword of Truth is still my favorite. It's my favorite because Wizard's First Rule beats Lord of the Rings for me, and just enough because I don't know what it is, but Sword of Truth and the Wizard's First Rule, but I've been addicted to that. From there, I got all the other books. They started becoming diminished when it came to magic and fantasy a little bit to me, but yeah, Sword of Truth. You got Witch War, the Death's Gate cycle. It pretty much, if it doesn't grab me within the first chapter, I'm not going to read it. Because I'm the guy that goes through. I'm like this. Maybe this shows my character. Let's say I have a book. Let's say Wizard's First Rule, and it opens up talking about the veils and how each different kingdom is separated by the veils. That is this magic barrier that you have to go under or through, which has all these demonic or magical beasts that can tear you to shreds. Mm-hmm. What I do is I'll go through the book and try to learn more about this magical realm or the lore behind of why these veils are up, and then I'll go back and read the full story. It's like Lord of the Rings. I'll go to the glossary first and check out what moon runes are, what runes are, because that interests me. And then I'll go in the songs and the weapon titles and the descriptions, who named them and why they're named this and what they're special. It's like Star Wars. What do you like about Star Wars? The space battles. What do you like the space battles? And I'll go digging into the what about the X-wing I like so much, or the Y wings, or the B wings, or the A wings, or the snow speeder modifies, or the all-terrain attack transports. I'd say if you haven't read Sword of Truth, give it a shot.
Okay.
Give it a shot. And then there's Wheel of Time, not the Amazon series. Screw that series.
Okay.
Dean Koontz. There's some good Dean Koontz book out there. Like Watchers is a great book. I do love it. They also have a movie. There's what is it else? There's also another one about this guy who is he sneaks onto military bases at night because he has that skin condition where if he's in sunlight, messes them up, and they have like a 3-book series of that's great. Phantoms, Dean Koontz. They also have a movie with Ben Affleck. I like some Dean Koontz. Anne Rice, Memnock, Vampire Lestat. Even if you want to go interview the vampire, there's a bunch. There's a bunch. Terry Pratchett, any Terry Pratchett book, and then any Terry Pratchett made for TV film. Just yeah,
Okay.
just yeah. A Dark Sword trilogy. The Legend Star Wars books. If you have patience and you don't get introduced to comas too easily, the Similarian. There's too much. Yeah, I hope that helps.
Let's see. Maddie's daddy says, I agree totally. Classics are well classic.
Hey,
Yeah.
PJ.
Oh, PJ, how you doing? Man, where's PJ? PJ was on yet? Yes, I was interviewing PJ yesterday.
Yeah, he's the reason why I saved Orville till the 3rd season, and I burned through all of it. And I know there's a lot of disassociation and alternate opinions with this season, but it has its faults, but it has its greatness in it too. Like,
yeah,
Orville New Horizons. That New Horizons is the key that people, I don't think, are picking up on it. That they're trying to attack and deliver the show in a different format. And I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm not liking everything, but I'm enjoying it. I really am.
Oh, so am I. Snorter Poopus says that you can deal with all that pain and still keep your wacky sense of humor is inspirational.
I got to direct the pain somewhere. Thank you, Cuber.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. And Legata says I spend more on back issues than current comics. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
John Rendell says Pee Wee Herman, on behalf of my generation, I sincerely apologize for his existence. Oh, here's Legata says Daft Punk. What examples of the music you listen to? Yeah, what kind of music?
There's way too many DJs to list off, but I've seen like Moral Picado live. I've seen Crystal Method live, Orgy live, Rage Against the Machine. I've worked at and got in for free for a Ozfest. You're saying Daft Punk, then there's the Chemical Brothers. There's Ferry Corsten. Even some Tiesto is great. The problem is a lot of the good songs you hear in trance or techno or psytrance are all like sometimes one-hit wonders. But that's where I kicked on with Robert Meyer Burnett, man. He loves psytrance, bro. Infected Mushroom was like, bam, yeah. Symphonatics, you got Asterix. It's electronic music is not everyone's gonna like, but something about it hits your blood in your veins, not just your head, and it's great. Like, I still like Limp Bizkit. I like the old school Korn, Incubus, some Megadeth, some Metallica. There's even some like, oh my god, I have to open up my Spotify to go through that. I even like some Madonna. Some of Madonna's songs are great. Not How She Looks Now, but there's some great. Where is it? Not safe list. Let's go through it. So I like some Katy Perry. I like Kate Bush, Placebo, Orgy, System of a Down, Deftones, Fatboy Slim, Scooter, Bass Nectar, Ellie Goulding, Deadmau5, Rob Swire, Lunatic Comp, Fluke, Urban Dance Squad, Prodigy, Pendulum, Armin van Buuren, Justin Timberlake, Junkie XL is one of my favorites. Crazy Town, Disturbed, 9 Inch Nails, Monster Magnet, Power Man 5000, Crystal Method, Filter, for God's sakes, the Spawn soundtracks, for God's sakes, Our Lady Peace, Jane's Addiction, Kid Rock, Offspring, Fear Factory, Goo Goo Dolls, DJ Energy, Foo Fighters, Finger 11, Bowling for Soup, Hoobastank, Fall Out Boy, Showcore, Alien Ant Farm, Maro Picado. There's too much. There's too much to say what I like. I like, if the song sounds good, I don't care who it's by. I think I killed Dolphin. Did he leave?
No, I'm here.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Scared the crap out of me.
Sorry. No, I was just like, oh my god, I couldn't recognize maybe about 10 of the bands you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. I still like Queen. Don't worry. I still like Rush and all that other stuff too. Cheap Trick and all. I do.
Legatus likes Danny Elfman's music from it. The actors RL could not care for. Okay. Let's see. And let's see. On behalf of my generation, I take full credit for everything Danny Elfman's ever done.
I don't think I've ever listened to Joe Dispenza. No, I'm sorry. I'll have to look that up quickly. What is that? It's Joe Dispenza.
Where's that? Oh, okay.
Power of Thought. No, what type of books are these? Is this the way to channel the thought of pain or stuff? What is this about, Andy?
Where is that at?
It's right there. Andy Masterson, 707. You have the comment up.
Okay. The one. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What should I be looking for with Dr. Joe?
Yeah, Andy, put it in there. Snort says he loves Tolkien's, but never had any luck getting into any of the other fantasy writers. Never seemed to get past the first chapter. Sounds like what you look at. You look at the first chapter, and you could tell whether it's going to be good or trite.
That is true, but if you haven't tried Wizard's First Rule, Snort, give it a shot, honestly. Dark Sword Trilogy is pretty cool because it's about this guy that was born with no magic and the whole world is magic users. If you're found out without magic, they kill you. So what this guy does is he hires someone to build this sword out of a material that absorbs all magic around him, so it makes everyone think he does have magic. It's an anti-magic sword.
Huh.
I hope I got the summary right. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a fool. And I'm human. I'm going to mess up.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I love cheesecake. So if any donations go today to Raymond, I'm going to ask for half for a cheesecake. Just kidding. He was paralyzed and healed himself. No way.
Wow. Lenrod enjoys chiptunes, and Silver Surfer NES is amazing.
You like chiptunes? There's a copyright-free, royalty-free artist called Techno Axe, and he actually does chiptune stuff. All of his music's free. I actually put that on my Spotify list. He's pretty good.
Okay. Lenrod says that was quite the list.
Yep, Weiss and Hickman. Yeah, that's right. Dragonlance. Yep. Music was like that's the thing with me. Like when I was talking about the whole dealing with crowds and people, and like my social anxiety kicks in almost to the point of agoraphobia. I guess I do have it now, but I needed to leave the house with a Walkman, or I wouldn't leave the house because I would go into areas and people would like, how people would look to see when they see someone walking by. I would honestly think like they were looking at me, judging me, and mocking me. And there's this weird paranoia, that social anxiety that I still deal with today. I still even found out I have PTSD due to car accidents, and I can't sit in certain cars because it feels like I'm at the same height and speed right before I got hit. And I start having those flashbacks. So I can't sit in my dad's Camaro at all.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hello, JPRPH1. Welcome. Let's see. Andy Masterson sent you a DM. Oh, okay. That's what we were just talking about. Okay. John. Tolkien's were what you put in the turnstile.
I got your link, Andy. Thank you.
Weiss and Hickman, Dark Sword, Dragonlance, etc. Hey, maybe in the future, my book, the Dolphin Wars, will be talked in the same voices as these. I hope.
Never know. Aspirations are there to grab, so go for it.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. Snort got into the early Zamp books, and he will check out the Dark Sword.
No, Wizard's First Rule. Dark Swords. Those are two separate books. But I think Wizard. I don't know if you've got into the Xanth books. Okay, so you've read the first Wizard's First Rule. Oh, there they are. Sorry, when the air pressure gets too high, I start feeling the migraine, and there's only one dissolvable that works, so I'm trying to take one right now.
Well, if you need to...
Oh, no, it's a dissolvable. That's all it is. It's like in 20 minutes, this will be gone.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, John. It's waiting for you. Your name is there. Let's see. So... okay, I'm gonna go back to comics. My favorite comic book, bar none, is the Fantastic Four. And it sounds like obviously you are also into the Fantastic Four.
Somewhat.
Yeah. There are times that I had to leave because the stories were bad and the artwork is atrocious. But all in all, I went back to the Fantastic Four. I even like this most recent run with Slott. And hello, Deef. Deef is here.
I got turned off by Fantastic when I saw the first cartoon for Marvel's Power Hour. I tried to watch it. Same with Iron Man. It was kind of weird, but I guess I'll have to go back into it.
Yeah. Nothing can beat the Hanna-Barbera ones. Those were good.
I don't know. I still love a good Sequest DSV. Sorry, Sequest 2021. I think that's the one it is. The one they remade with comedy for Adult Swim.
Oh yeah,
Same with Space Ghost. So they made it a talk show.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten to games like Need for Speed or city building like SimCity, City Skylines, or are you more into the action games?
I've gone through all of that. I used to be a SimCity person. I've Need for Speed somewhat, but it was more me burnout. I got addicted to the stages where you had to get the most points for doing the crashes. Go figure, because I don't like crashes. It was before all that. If I ever had a chance to find the pod racing Star Wars game, like in an arcade, if those still exist, I'll go on that. But I also like the one where you're going into like the trench, Death Star and Starfighter and all that stuff. But yeah, if the game's good, I'll grab it. Like Twisted Metal's still pretty cool. Yeah. It's not just the game. I think it also matters who you're playing with, if you're playing with anyone, and how they can actually make the game better. It's the same with a TV show or movie.
Okay. And Snort's gonna check that book out. Carving into the Bear Brain now. Hello, Deef. How are you, sir? Let's see.
Oh, I have GTA just on PC, and I have tried it, but I'm waiting to grab it on console. Right now, my main goal is saving up with the Epic Creator Code in my Subscribe Star to get a PS5, just so I have a backup system in case the PS4 either decides to die on me, so to say, because that's going to be a funeral waiting to happen. But yeah, GTA, I've never completed the story. But yeah, I know of GTA, even the top-down first ones, like where it was just the car and the really bad controls. Yeah.
Okay. No, Andy, never. I've seen it once. I didn't even get past the first half hour. No. Fan four stick? No. That may earn you a spot on the kiddie table, Andy.
You shouldn't.
Why? Fan four stick? Yeah.
What's that? The movies?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jessica Alba kind of saved it, but it was still bad. They couldn't do a good Doom, and
no.
The thing is, you're going to be weighing that going, what would you rather watch? The Fox Fantastic Four or the Doom that is the Doctor Doom that's supposedly coming in Wakanda Forever?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the question.
That
It's
is
no longer what's good enough. Is like it's now. I will not. Like we got different terms of that. Was that without respect we reject.
Yep.
We do not kneel. And the other one should be is like what is it? Well, there's something else. Just good enough isn't enough.
No.
Yeah.
I did like the Fox. Fantastic Four movies. That one and the Silver Surfer one. Fantastic. Like I said, I watched a little bit and just said, "Bah." But I don't know. I'm skeptical to see what Marvel's going to do with this one.
I'm not. It's going to be garbage. It's Marvel. It's Disney. It's garbage. I'll give Chapek 3 more years because I think he's outed all of the activists he wanted, and now it's going to be a time of clearing house like a Zaslav. If he doesn't do that, then Disney is a write-off.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't like what that Disney is bending the knee concerning Hulu's ads.
Valiant put out a good streamer video today with that park place, and I think there's more going on. So I'm not going to pass judgment because there's always underlying themes when it comes to giving a little bit to get the more in the end. So I won't know until I actually get through that video.
Okay.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's at the same time, it's like keep your politics out of our streaming and keep your politics out of our schools, and that seems to be the two. What do you call it? What's the front war? What is that called? The front lines.
Yeah.
Your kids and your streaming, and that seems to be it.
Mm-hmm. Waddle's over looking for snacks. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, when I saw that Namor is going to be Aztec, I'm like, okay, where is the context?
I think it's a mix of it's the MCU's version of Aztec Mayan mix, I think, right? So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, anybody else got something? Guys, gosh, I'm trying to think. Have you? Okay, here's one. Are you an old D&D person at all?
No, I played one game of D&D, but I respect the people that can create a world on paper and make it go through a campaign. Bruce Lombardo is a prime example. T-shirt is Story is a prime example.
Mm-hmm.
Ironcaster and all them. Kringay, Grim. Yeah, I will never bash a D&D player. That requires imagination. Requires people actually putting. I'm sorry, no offense to Big Bang Theory lovers out there, but screw Big Bang Theory. That stuff just modernized pop culture and nerdism into like a condom used. I don't appreciate it.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to be vulgar either.
No. You're good. Legata says Namor is one color, yet his soldiers all have a different color. What, like WTF? Yeah. And hello, Tiger Stripes. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, she is asking, isn't Namor Atlantean? Yeah, he's supposed to be, but of course we're talking Disney and Marvel, like Steven said. Yeah, this. I don't know. It really is really discouraging what they're trying to do. I will say, I will leave it at that.
There's no magic left in the world of Disney. That's how you can sum it
Oh
up.
yeah, I agree totally. And it's like someone was talking about keeping Disney for Star Wars, and I almost said, like, really, something like that. But hold my tongue.
I think a good way to look at it, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'll get slack for it because I'm not saying the right things. Disney is dead to fans that remember what not Disney. Star Wars is dead to fans that remember the books, the EU, the original films, the prequels, and they remember the storytelling and how it was done. Yeah, sure, we griped on people about Jar Jar and things like that, but it wasn't a bunch of inner bickering between two parties within a production crew trying to deliver a 20 million episodes miniseries for people to watch. That's the difference. They're putting all this money in, but they're too busy fighting to put any care into it. Favreau was great. I have the same birthday as Favreau, but the problem is he's had enough. And at the same time, he has his faults. Like with member berries, he overuses member berries, especially when it comes to normies who don't understand what the member berries are. You're not going to recognize a droid from the original trilogy if you don't know the droid from the original trilogy, because it's like when you hear that, well, that's the cool thing to watch right now. That's the cool thing. It's great. The line that pisses me off to no end is this isn't for you anymore. No, that's not true. They have made it not for you because they refuse to accept all fans as equal. Because that means then they have to accept the fact that we're human beings and not dollar signs and numbers. It drives me nuts. And the way the community has been acting lately, I'm going to say this right now. I'm sorry. For memers and people who joke and point out things that are problems within a series, within a show, it's not a personal attack on you. Why is it we have developed this mentality of the same crap we're fighting on Twitter against with this whole, my feelings? Yeah, you're acting like the victim on a Jerry Springer show because someone didn't like the show you liked. What happened to your adulthood? Where did that go? Why do you sound like the whiny girlfriend who's asking for his hair to be pulled up because you're throwing up in the alley because no one wants to take you home? My God, Star Wars has become more polarized and politicized than a cartoon, which is mocking everything. My God, I'm sorry, I was trying to keep my mouth on that, but like Star Wars is for everyone because it's based off one thing. It is a fantasy universe where you're supposed to lose yourself when you're having a crap day in reality. You don't have to relate to everyone and everything, but you're relating to something because you're still watching it and not changing the channel because it hits you. That is the relatability. The relatability that we're seeing on Twitter and these corporations pushing is nothing more than a billboard to say, hey, we care about you till the next best thing comes along. No offense, I am not a tissue to blow your nose in and walk away. None of us are. Sorry.
Well said.
I am sick. I am so sick of people getting so offended over a meme or you joke about a scene in a current show from Disney and you think I'm attacking you or they're attacking you. My God, God gave you balls. So man up. And if you want to cut them off so you can identify as something else, congratulations. Still man up.
Yeah, so true.
I'm not here to placate feelings. I'm here to talk about what bothers me like everyone else is. That's why everyone's here in these chats, donating to Doomcock, Neurotic, as Orville Nation, Pop Culture Minefield, whether you're Comics Division, everyone is at those chats for one reason, because they identify and relate to what is being talked about. Why isn't Disney doing that? Because they don't know how to talk to people, because they live in a glass bubble of a different reality because they're rich.
So true. God, I can't say it better myself.
Maybe that's why I am why I play games. Maybe that's why it feels like an outcast lately. Maybe I do feel like an outcast. I think a lot of us feel like outcasts, not because of what we believe in, is because people get offended so quick over how we say things rather than try to give an opposite point of view of why we can see things in a different perspective. The whole war on pop culture is also the war of discussion and conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We're no longer fighting to respect another's opinion. We're fighting to be right more than the other person talking.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you didn't wake up to be always right. Shut up.
Yeah. You're going to be wrong sometime. You're going to be wrong sometime. Namor and Aquaman were both born of human father and an Atlantean princess queen. Yep.
And I'm sorry for ranting a bit.
No.
Dolphin, and to your chat. I do apologize.
No, you are fine. You are fine.
You know how hard it is not to swear? God.
That's okay.
And there's even worse thing in here. There's a worse thing under here too. I'm gonna throw this out here. It's the people that are under the guise of helping the community and protecting the community while gatekeeping people out because they don't meet their standards of what the message we're trying to say. You think we're all fighting the message of corporations? We have our own message too. But and you get this gatekeeping, like the guards and Wizard of Oz of the Evil Witch of the West House going, "Oh, not you." I don't stop. We're all supposed to be fighting this together, unless they're literally doing something that is beneficially going to affect and harm. Stop.
Yeah. There's a
Get
lot of
ego. Get your ego out of YouTube channels and start focusing on why this stuff bothers you and why you want to protect it. Don't gatekeep the other people trying to help fight that war.
Yep. Breathe, Steven. Breathe.
I am breathing.
Snorter Poopers. John Rendell wants a bear chest set. Okay. Lenrod actually liked Jar Jar Binks.
But okay, but Tiger Stripes, you make a good point. Shut up, releasing a repost. That's true. Neither is ignoring that person exists anymore because they hurt your feelings.
Where's that?
It's 7:30 above Arwen Avalon. You are right. But that's the thing, though. If something like that offends you because someone else didn't like something, or because you like something someone else didn't, and automatically they're the enemy, that's not a repost either. You know what that is? That's running away rather than listening and understanding and still being friends. It's the way we used to have it back in an older generation style. You could argue about politics with your neighbor, go inside, start the barbecue up, and still invite them over for a beer and ribs.
Where was that one at? Where was that?
7:30. It's above John Rendell.
Okay.
At Snorcubus, then go shut up, release the repos. No, but I mean, shut up maybe as a metaphor. If your feelings are hurt or you feel offended, voice them rather than shutting down and running away from the situation. That doesn't fix anything. You're just destroying what could be a friendship or whatever because something out of place took you off guard because you think you're being personally attacked. Everyone's gonna have an opposite opinion. Not everyone's gonna like the same music on a CD. So why is it that's okay, but talking about Star Wars isn't?
True.
That's what bothers me the most. I would rather see both sides of the coin than pick one side because the other side already ran away to go eat ice cream because they need to fill themselves up with whatever the problem is. Because it's on them. It's not on what the person said. If the person doesn't know what they said that hurt or offended them because they feel like they're being personally attacked and it's never voiced, you're never going to solve that issue. It's the same thing what's going on right now. There's a divisiveness. It has started since Mandalorian and Luke Skywalker. Everyone is trying to find the best of what could be rather than understand that there's going to be likes and dislikes across the board. Doesn't make you any less of a fan. We're fighting the fake fans. They're trying to push a different narrative while hiding behind a Tolkien name or a Lucas name. Why can't I say this for my channel ever? Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm not singling you out. I'm not singling you out. It's racist to hate Jar Jar? I don't think that, really.
No,
I think he was there for comedic relief. I think Jar Jar was there more aimed at the kids. But the backlash of Jar Jar, I think, really threw Lucas off. I think that's the truth. But we've heard Lucas saying that Disney Star Wars isn't Star Wars. We've seen Shatner at SDC a couple days ago literally say that this Trek would cause Gene to roll over in his grave. Gene rolled over in his grave when Discovery decided to shovel a piece of him off someone else's shoe. My God. What is wrong with you, Kurtzman? Platforming douchebag. Is that acceptable? I'm sorry. Is that
No, that's good.
all
That
right?
works.
Cool.
Arwen Avalon says gatekeeping does way more harm.
Where
Gatekeeping does way more harm.
it does, especially when you're doing it to people that you're just feeling insecure about. Like, don't do it in your community unless they're actually causing harm.
Mm-hmm.
Ripa makes him $3 million. No one's trying to gatekeep him out of the fellowship. He might not be part of the fellowship, but he's still part of everyone else because they know everyone else. If anyone calls you racist for talking about Jar Jar Binks or making valid points, then they're an idiot.
Yeah.
It's a fictional alien race.
Yeah.
It's the same way they try to label orcs as black people. No, they aren't. Why aren't they? If that was the truth, why aren't they going after every orc in the Tolkien Rings of Power right now?
True. Take care, Carla Burton.
I'm sorry. I do apologize again.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm hungry.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. I've got to actually start winding this down because I get up at. We get up at
Like
Old
6.
Dark Con. Yeah, about 6.
Me
yes. Yeah, we got to get to work. Tiger Stripe says Ripper has to deliver. I'll be watching.
True.
Probably
True.
a good way to help.
Everyone's watching.
Yeah. And Snort says, I remember when some were saying Jar Jar was a racist character because he sounded like they were mocking Jamaicans. And I heard those same stories, and I still think it's hogwash.
Well, honestly, there is some type of factual evidence to that. If we look at how Michael Bay did Transformers, I think it was the second one where they had the twin cars and they were acting very stereotypical. That didn't go over well. So yeah. I do apologize for ranting because it's honestly, I wish people would just be able to talk more. It's like
there needs. Again, as I said earlier, since this chat and stream doesn't want to, I care about pop culture, but that's not the be all end all of this stream because there's just so many wiser people than myself that are discussing pop culture and,
Watto. His name is Watto Snortopoopas. Watto.
Oh, yes, Watto.
Sorry about that. No, but I appreciate you inviting me on. I know it's probably my last show ever on here, but I do appreciate the time after you enlist the stream.
I am honored to have you here, and I am sure we will have you on again. And I enjoyed it, and I'm sure the chat enjoyed it. Right, guys? I hope you enjoyed it. We will.
I'm going to answer something quickly. You want to know where my back pain goes sitting in these chairs? It goes into rants like those. That's where I put the energy. Because I still have the Lord of the Rings 3 book in one book that my dad gave me. It is the oil painting cover, I think, of the tower, one of the towers. And it's just an oil painting. It's brilliant. I still keep it. I still have his original vinyl of the Lord of Return of the Jedi soundtrack. I still have his Clockwork Orange soundtrack. I have all of his vinyl. So I do appreciate the stuff I won't understand from his generation, but I'm not going to crap on it in this generation. But we're getting crapped on now. It's not made for you because you're only nailing a 1% that never even looks and reads this stuff.
Yeah.
But Raymond, thank you. I hope your Dolphin Wars does become this type of lore in the future.
I hope so too. And I don't know. I don't know what you guys are saying about Watto. I've never, and I'm Jewish, and I've never equated Watto with a Jewish name.
Oh, great! A Jewish dolphin.
Funny. You don't look like a dolphin.
Yeah, you didn't look Jewish. Yeah,
it doesn't look like Jewish. So I'm glad you liked it. So we're gonna start wrapping it up. Again, the time grows near. I do want to again help out Bunny Mom Bunny Mom Ambrosia with their bunny that needs surgery. There's the GoFundMe. Funny, he doesn't look dolphish. Yeah, yes, I am comic relief. But yes, please, if you can't donate to it, the GoFundMe, please pass the link out to Twitter, Facebook, anything that you think can get the word out that this bunny needs major surgery, hip surgery. So, again, this is what we do here at King Dolphin TV, and we do gladly. So, please. All right. So, personally, I was more offended by those bear wannabes on Endor. Yep. But yes, Steven, I enjoyed this time. I enjoyed your again. I repeat Snort's thing about you're dealing with so much pain and yet you're moving past it, and that's inspiring. So,
well, I've reached a point where I don't have to prove how much pain I am because you don't live my life. But I appreciate you even bringing me on and introducing me to your chat and letting them ask questions. Yes. You seems like you got a loyal fan base here, and I wish you and your wife all the best.
Yes. Actually, comic. I don't have his GoFundMe, but I'm going to
give me 1 second. I'll put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. You got it. Okay. That's exactly what I was going to do, Lenrod.
There you go.
Okay. That's what I was going to do. See, that's what we do here. Lenrod beat me to it. Lenrod.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I tweeted his out and tagged some people a couple days ago, and I think we got him up to 635 right now.
Okay. Yes. Help out Comic Relief Crusader with their home issues, and we do not want to. We don't want bad things happening to people in our community. That's not what King Dolphin TV is about. So I should hope not, Snort. We love our dolphin, but not in a creepy, inappropriate way. Let's see. So let us start. Let me start with what's coming up on the schedule. I am not saying show notes because Fat for Hire made me regret that. Yeah, it was not pretty. This Saturday, big week ends, and it will be ladies' night. The ladies are invited on the panel to kvetch, to chill, and basically have fun. I am okay. Fine, show notes, but I'm not showing the picture. No. Yes, ladies' night here at the pod. If I put on show notes, Steven will probably never come on his stationing. Will never come on the channel again.
No, but can I do a quick plug for a second?
Oh, please do. Plug your channel.
No, I don't want to plug my channel. I'm actually looking for people who are interested. I came up with this with a friend last night because we were watching the William Shatner roast. I'm looking for people who actually want to be part of a panel, and it's we're going to go through some of the older Comedy Central roasts of the actors and actresses, and watch how comedy dies and kind of review them. Why comedy isn't what it is then, what it is now, because I watched that Shatner roast, and my God, it was brilliant. And I watched the Pamela Anderson one and the Alec Baldwin one, and I'm like, we can see how comedy has died over the 2000s, and it's yeah. But like, if anyone's interested, let me know, because honestly, I think comedy is a way to fight the forefront, because they're trying to attack that, and that's a good way to fight back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. The guy says, put on show notes, showgirls for ladies' night just cuz. Yeah. All right. Here. You guys twisted my arm. See, I am here to help out. I am here for my people. And I will, if they ask for it, I will give it to them. No matter how. It's going. Oh, come on. Where are you? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I stream every day, so you can find me every day.
There you go, guys. It's show notes time. Boy, no comments. Okay. That was a all right, people. Yes, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. And oh yeah, I remember the Dean Martin roasts. And hello, anti-derivative Jill. I see you got home safe. Okay, and Jill liked the stream. So
Thank you.
yes, thank you, Jill. Okay.
I believe she mods for, I think it's Doomcock or Midnight's Edge. I can't remember which one.
Who what? Say again?
She mods for one of the larger channels.
Yeah, she mods for Doomcock and Clobbering Times, and I'm not sure where else she mods. She mods here. So
Greetings, my friends. Sorry. Force of habit.
Yeah. So we got Ladies' Night coming up this Saturday on August 3rd. We get an update from Pudgy and Cobalt about their stories and maybe some fun with Pudgy. You know how he can get. And then on the 7th, we have Fed for Hire come on board. That will start another big week, because on August 10th, we talk robots with John Dar Bradshaw. He runs a robotics group for inner city kids. So cool. That's going to be an interesting. They do robotics competitions.
I did that in high school. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be on August 10th, and of course, every Saturday is Just Cuz, where anything happens, usually does, and the kitty table has snacks. Snacks. The kitty table has snacks. And Jill says when they're done with the Orville, they're going to review the original series of Star Trek.
When you get to DS9, call me.
Well, on Clobbering Times.
I know.
And also over here, we do some talking about. We don't review episodes. We just talk about various storylines on DS9. In fact, Jill and I are going to be doing in August a talk on DS9's bromances and frenemies. So that I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah. So if you want to come on and watch some DS9 discussion, we're here.
Awesome.
Yes. And let's see. Let me acknowledge the wonderful chat we had. We had the Wrench Team Supreme, Legatus Legion I, John Rendell. And we had Lenrod. We had Anti-Derivative Jill. And, of course, Startup Poopas! Cuba. Great chat, buddy. Save me some seal. And for the ranchers, Sandra was not here today, but here in spirit. We had the wonderful chat. We had Andy Masterson. We had Arwen Avalon. We had Vet for Hire. We had Carla Burton. We had the lovely Sherry War Monkey. Matt G. Bigot. We had the Atlantean. We had the Comic Relief Crusader. We had Jack Lumen. We had Maddie's Daddy. We had PJ from Orville Nation here. We had JPR PH1. We had Deef, Pacific 414. And we had Tiger Stripes. Everybody, this was a, Snorter Poopus waves to Sandra, wherever she am. John Rendell says, .com. And Pacific 414. Did I say Pacific 414? Yes, I did. Yep, Pacific 414. Well, thank you. We appreciate this. And I appreciate that.
Did I get kicked?
No, you're here. We hear you. Can you hear me?
Did he get kicked?
Yeah, I'm here.
That was weird. Everything froze for a minute on my end. I was like,
yeah, that's odd. So yes, you're most welcome. Tiger Stripes. Remember Ladies' Night. I'll be sending out the invites. And I promise I won't sing the song Ladies' Night. And so everybody have a great night for the ladies. Don't forget Ladies' Night on Saturday. Stephen, this was a pleasure. We will do this again. And I look forward to talking to you again. If you wouldn't mind sticking around after we're done with the chat.
Okay. Am I in trouble?
No. I do this with everybody. Why does everybody ask if they're in trouble if I ask them to come over? So, Jill, I will DM you on that, and I'd like to do a planning session on that. So, let me know if you're available tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. But I'll ping you. So, okay, this was a Minnesota goodbye. Yes, it's show notes. It's professional. So, Stephen, again, it was an honor, a pleasure.
That was mine.
And looking forward to talking to you another time. And for everybody else, have a great evening. See you Saturday. And take care, and let's make some waves.
This segment is brought to you by the DolphinBoys.com.